Now we come to the last unit, the 9th unit in the chapter called Earth in Social Studies, first chapter, 9th class, SSC AP board syllabus. Longitudes and the question of time. It takes 4 minutes for the sun's position to move 1 degree of longitude. What does this concept mean? It takes 4 minutes for the sun's position to move 1 degree in that whole scheme of longitudes. This means that time is different for each degree of longitude. For example, when the sun is directly overhead at 10 degree east longitude, the local time there is 12. So when the time is directly overhead, obviously the time is 12 o'clock. But what is the time? A little this way or that way. But it is 11:56 a.m. anti-meridian at 9 degree east and 12:04, which means 12 o'clock 4 minutes p.m. post meridian at 11 degree east. Obviously this can cause a lot of confusion. Now just imagine, let's try to find out what we are talking about. The time cannot be the same. If the sun is overhead at Vijayawada, then it is 12 at Vijayawada. But is it 12 at any other place? No, because the time of the day is varying because of the earth's rotation and the sun being overhead and where the sun is. So sun could be overhead at Vijayawada but be setting at another place. So interesting. So how did man solve this problem? Therefore, the world is divided into 24 time zones, starting from the Greenwich meridian going east and west. The width of each time zone is 15 degree of longitude. So they have taken a sufficient long time, like 15 degrees. So this means the difference between one time zone and the next is 1 hour. 15 degree of longitude into 4 minutes per longitude is 60 minutes. Let's get this point here. The world has been divided into 24 time zones. The width of each time zone is 15 degree. But for 1 degree the difference is 4 minutes. 2 degrees 8 minutes. 3 degrees 12 minutes. 15 degrees 60 minutes. So there is a difference of 60 full minutes, 1 hour between one time zone and the other. As you go east from Greenwich meridian, you add time. As you go west of the Greenwich meridian, you subtract time. When it is noon, 12 o'clock in the day on Monday at 0 degree longitude, it is midnight at the opposite longitude, the anti-meridian. Just to the west of 180 degree, the Tuesday is just beginning, while to the east, Monday is just ending. So it's so interesting. Notice that if you follow the calculated time zone boundaries, some countries, big countries, would have more than one time zone with less than 1 hour division. For example, India would have 2 half-hour time zones. That means the time between western and eastern parts of India would be different by half an hour. With the far-flung northeast, even more different. More northeast, more different, Arunachal Pradesh. This is considered too complicated to be useful. So India can have 2 time zones. But is it convenient? Half an hour doesn't matter. So what they did was, India has only 1 time zone. They decided it like that. In such situations, some countries choose the time along one of the meridians that pass through its territory and follow the time of that meridian only for the whole country. This time is called standard time. For India, it is called Indian Standard Time. So we don't have 2 times in India. We don't have 2 time zones. We have only 1 time zone. The Pakistan, it is called Pakistan Standard Time, and so on. The advantage of this is that in India, for example, wherever you are, it is the same time. So suppose you are in Calcutta, if it had 2 time zones, in Mumbai the time would be different. Suppose you have to go for an exam in Mumbai, you'll have to again get complicated and get confused. But India being not that big, it has 2 time zones. Though it has 2 time zones in terms of geography, in terms of daily living, it made only 1 time zone. They may divide their country into more convenient time zones, usually with 1 hour difference between one time zone and the next. So in the US, you have many different time zones because US is very big country. It will be like you can't have a same time zone for afternoon and evening. Half an hour difference is okay, but you can't have more difference. So some countries, they have no choice. They must have more than one time zone, and United States of America does have like that. So that completes the chapter. So it was a wonderful journey in this whole chapter. What all did we learn? We learned so many wonderful facts about the interior of the earth, about the formation of the earth, about the beginning of the earth and the beginning of the universe. We also understood about longitudes and latitudes. I'm sure you enjoyed the whole chapter, and all these facts will remain in your memory and in your usage all your life. Thank you so much. This is Narendra Kumar, and we finish chapter 1 of 9th class social studies, Earth. Thank you so much.